Hi guys, welcome back to Huffler Garage. We're about to start our oil change on this 2015 Chrysler 200. To start out, you're going to want to get your oil. We went with Pennzoil 0W20. What's recommended from the factory is Multiair oil, Pennzoil, or Shell Helix. And we went with the Mobile 1 filter. Basically, it doesn't matter what filter you get, whatever comes in the package, and most parts warehouses have. To start out, for your oil change, you're going to need a 13mm socket and a ratchet for your oil plug. You will need a filter wrench, whatever style you need, whatever you want to use. Pull that oil filter out. Sometimes you can get it off with your hands, sometimes you can't. Just make sure you have a wrench handy for when you start. Once we dump the oil, you'll need at least a 6-quart oil pan. This engine holds 5.5 quarts. If you have a 5-quart oil pan, it will overflow. Once we get the oil pulled out, we got our funnel. We have an old oil jug to save our old oil. That way we can dispose of it in a safe way. And here we go, we'll get started. Alright, so here's our oil filter. You can see it up in there, it's right up front. You just get a oil filter wrench, pull it off. You can use the band style, the channel lock style, or the spider style. Doesn't matter which one you have, it's pretty easy to get to. Alright, and then come back here a little ways. And there is our oil pan plug. It is a 13mm. And we'll pull that one first to let it drain fully, put the plug back in, and then we'll pull our filter, let it drain, and then we'll go and put new oil in it. Alright guys, got a ratchet, socket, get up underneath here, get it on your oil pan plug. Once you get it broke loose, you can do it with your fingers. Make sure your oil pan is right underneath. Try not to drop the oil plug into the pan. Try not to get too much oil on you. Voila! There's our oil plug. Let that drain. If you're doing your oil change outside and it's windy, make sure it's not too windy, because once this stream gets too small, the wind will blow it and it will get oil everywhere. If the engine's hot, it really doesn't take long to drain the oil. Once you see a stream like this, which you almost can't see, it's good to put your oil plug back in. And we're going to tighten it down. Now make sure you don't over tighten these. You do not want to trip them for whatever reason. Slide our oil pan back just a little bit so we can get underneath here. Most oil plugs, they torque at 15 foot-pound, maybe even less. So once you do it enough, you'll know what your hand feels like when you tighten them. If you're not comfortable doing that, get you a torque wrench. But we'll just put a little bit of torque on it. 15 pounds is a lot less than what you think. And there's our oil plug, tightened and torqued. Slide forward a little bit. Be sure not to jolt your pan, spill oil everywhere. loose. Now our oil filter off, set that down into the little pan. Alright, my glove is ruined. We're just going to slide that thing right off. Try not to get oil everywhere. Pass me that filter. Alright, when you pull your oil filter off, make sure that there is no gasket still on your housing. Slide this back out of the way. So when you look up in there, you know, it's basically clean. Put your finger on it. It's smooth. Most newer cars don't have this issue, but if you're doing a much older car, it's a very common issue. You got your new filter out. Take a little dab of the new oil with your finger and rub that seal. This will also allow for your next oil change, it won't stick. You get the oil on there, you're good, let it drain. It's got a few drops coming out of it now. Slide that right back up in there. Get it threaded. What most places recommend when you do your oil filter, do it hand tight. Now if you can crank down on it, don't do that. Just get your hand on there, get a good grip, spin it, and that should be tight enough. One hand. If you're able to get both hands on it, you won't over torque it. So we got that all tight, and now we're ready to put the oil back in it. Alright guys, we're getting ready to put our oil back in, our Pennzoil. Take the oil cap off. If you ever have a question of what type of oil it takes, most oil caps say the SAE OW20. That way you can always get the right oil. Most parts departments will lead you in the right direction. Alright. Now most people do use a funnel. I don't have a funnel big enough right now, so we're going to see how good my skills are. I actually surprised myself. Didn't hardly spill any at all. Let that jug drain. We're going to save this jug for our next oil change. That way you can dump your oil into it and you can take it back to the auto parts store or a shop and they can dispose of it safely. Put our oil cap back on. I'd like to mention, once you put your oil in, come back down to the bottom of the car. And just kind of look underneath it, make sure there's no oil leaks. You can usually see this. Once you get the oil back in it, everything's going to fill up. If you tighten your oil plug, you tighten your filter, you shouldn't have any oil leaks. But just a safe measure, take a look, take a gander. And usually once you put the oil in it, you're going to start up for a little bit. Check your oil dipstick. That way you know you have the correct amount of oil in it, and then you're basically done with a standard oil change. Thank you.